If you're looking to get better on controller quickly, you clicked on the perfect video. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 of the best tips I have for getting better at controller. I've been playing Fortnite on controller since the game came out over 7 years ago. During those 7 years, I've picked up some of the best tips. Some of these tips will even transform your game instantly with just a click of a button. Each tip will get progressively more useful throughout the video, with the 7th tip being so game-changing that pros have been trying to keep it secret from you for years. Starting with tip number 1, I'm going to show you how to get the lowest input delay possible on controller. There are 2 things that make the biggest difference for controller input delay. Firstly, if you're using a non-wired connection. The signals from your controller to your console or PC take way longer when your controller is connected without a USB cord. These cords cost like $5 and instantly lower your input delay by giving the most direct connection from your controller to the game. The second way to lower input delay on controller is by changing your controller platform to generic. To do this, go into your settings, scroll over to your controller binds section, and change controller platform to generic. Essentially, what turning on this setting does is reduce any extra non-needed code, creating the simplest layout possible for your game to register. Applying these 2 tips will significantly lower input delay on controller. The next tip is how to perfectly customize your controller settings to your liking. Too many controller players just copy other players' settings, but there's a way you can actually create your own custom fit sensitivity perfect for your playstyle. To do this, load into any freebuild map and change your horizontal and vertical sensitivities to 2.0. Now freebuild for a little bit, but really pay attention to how everything feels. If the sens feels too fast, go back into your settings and lower it. If it feels too slow, higher it. Repeat these steps until you think your game feels perfect. You can also do this for every single other setting, including your dead zone. To find the perfect dead zone for your controller, simply just set your dead zones to 5 and 5. Then move your sticks in tiny increments left, right, up, and down. If your dead zone drifts at all, higher it by 1%. Do this until your sticks stop drifting completely and you found the perfect dead zone, custom to your controller. If you thought this tip was useful, wait until the end of the video for the best tip. This was only tip number 2. Really quick before we get into tip number 3 though, if you want to win a free PC, enter this map code, get 5 kills, go behind the changing booth, and exchange your 15 gold. Then spin this wheel, and if you land on the present, screenshot it and send it in the Discord linked below. Tip number 3 ties into tip number 2 a little bit, and that's because you need to understand the difference between linear and exponential. Too many people just choose linear because they see everyone else using it, but pros use linear and exponential. You need to understand what they do before blindly just choosing one. These are the 2 options you get when you turn on advanced options in your controller settings, and a lot of people spread misinformation about what each one does. To make things simple, exponential will make it so your sensitivity slowly accelerates as you move your stick, while linear keeps the speed constant at all times. Exponential is better for shotgun flicks and close range fighting, while linear is better for building and long range fighting. I would recommend linear to anyone who wants really consistent, smooth gameplay, and I would recommend exponential to anyone who's looking for flicks and fast gameplay. Now you can pick which one fits your playstyle better. Tip number 4 is all about controller accessories. All pros have them and so should you. What accessories you like totally depends on what kind of player you are. Some people like paddles, others like trigger stops, but the one accessory all controller pros agree with are control freaks. Control freaks cost $16 and will instantly improve your game by allowing you to have more control over your stick, so I highly suggest you invest in a pair or add it to a wish list. I've personally been using control freaks for 3 years now, and they're the best investment I've ever made. They're the only accessory I have on my controller. If you guys want to test out any controller accessories, you should go for it. It never hurts, and I find them very helpful at times. A couple you could try if you're looking to cheaply customize your controller are grips or control freaks, but if you have more of a budget, you could buy an expensive custom controller. These controllers allow you to interchange thumbsticks, have trigger stops, add paddles, and even customize color if you want. Customized controllers are very popular, especially for pros, and they make playing Fortnite on controller a lot easier. If you don't like playing claw, you need to test out paddles. You can even get the Power Fusion Pro 4 that has back buttons and trigger stops for less than a regular Xbox controller. Accessories are definitely worth looking into if you want to get better on controller. Moving right into tip number 5, you need to stop playing like a keyboard player. Too many controller players try to fight like their favorite keyboard pros, but the truth is that they're 2 completely separate inputs. Controller pros aren't just the players who can most accurately copy a keyboard player's fast playstyle. They're the players who embrace controller and its different strengths. If you want to be successful on controller, don't try to get insane keyboard mechanics. Practice getting god aim instead and play to the controller's strengths, not its weaknesses. If you want to play like a keyboard player, switch to keyboard. Don't try to force it on controller. One of the more important tips of the video is tip number 6, crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is really important to have consistent builds and edits. A lot of controller players struggle with their crosshair placement because they're controlling the game with too little sticks. Luckily, it's really easy to practice and get better at crosshair placement on controller. The best way to practice crosshair placement is by loading into the Raiders mechanics map and shooting the button that says static. Now edit by tracing the red outline on the builds. Start slowly, then work your way up. Play this map for 10 to 15 minutes every time you get on, and you'll notice that your builds and edits will become quicker and more consistent. The last and most important tip of the video is one that all pros are trying to keep secret, and that is to practice with no aim assist. If you do this, your aim will always be insane in-game when you actually have aim assist turned on. If you practice without it, you're practicing your raw aim and actually improving, not relying on aim assist. If you use this tip, you'll start hitting double the shots when it actually matters, like in tournaments. Just remember to turn aim assist back on before loading into a game. Those were all the tips for the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.